we are in Southgate, Los Angeles. Nice little coupe here. I actually like the way this thing sits in the back. Super clean. It's got IRS, which was not installed correctly. From what I can see, of course, I haven't really dug into it yet. Dude reached out to me. I sold him an AC kit, and then we kind of went from there. He told me a couple issues he was having about the wiring. Yeah, it's supposed to be like that. Oh, I also had sold him a battery relocation kit. Oh yeah, this don't go here. Come on, man. Oh wow. This literally reaches like behind the steering wheel. Why not put it there? Oh yeah, that's why the car ain't starting. So he's having a no start issue. Oh yeah, that's nice. So originally he hit me up because I had sold him a battery relocation kit, and then he told me that he was having issues with it starting, the starter. Something with the starter, it wouldn't start sometimes after warming up. I asked him how did he wire it up. That's where it started. Really, he showed me how he wired it up, and I'm like, bro, that thing is not supposed to be there. I'm gonna take it back to Stockton. I'm gonna trailer it home. It was a long drive today. Take it back to Stockton, and then I'll check it out, and we'll go from there. So you guys will see it here on the channel soon. I normally don't record stuff like this, but why not? Look at it though. It sits real clean right here. On the side, it looks good like this. Bam. I love this look right here too. I like that. I would leave that. Yeah, the IRS is dope. People who say it pokes out too much, you guys are crazy, man. Look at that. That looks perfect to me. Bam. So yeah, it gets wheel hop, which is probably because the IRS is not it's not installed how it should be. Oh damn, yeah, that doesn't go like that. Let me see. Oh yeah, that's the battery relocation kit that I sold him, but yeah, you should not have that much slack left over. That's like 3 feet of wire just rolled up. Shouldn't be like that, but that's what I'm taking it for. Fix all these little issues, fix the wiring, fix the power cable, starter, alternator, all that stuff. And I think he wants to fix the IRS too, because yeah, that's supposed to, oh shit, oh, excuse my language. Oh yeah, that's not supposed to, yeah, definitely that's gonna wheel hop. Oh damn, I don't even have the bolt here either. Damn dude, how are you driving this, man?
What's up?
How are you driving this on hopes and prayers? What are the rears right here?
They're 245s. So oh shit,
yeah, oh, is it 17 by 9?
Yeah, it's a 17 by 9.
Or 18?
No, it's a 17. It's they're the OEM one.
Oh, okay, yeah. Damn, no wonder it looks like perfectly
yeah, it's
stretched.
right on it, yeah.
Damn, that looks perfect. I thought it would have been like a 10 and a half with a 275.
I had a 275 in it, but it was rubbing way too much. So I just...
What do you have on the front?
They're 245 square.
And then, what about like A-arms and stuff? Are you running New Edge A-arms, or they're
the
Foxbody
maximum
A-arms?
ones, forward offset.
Okay, damn, this shit's perfect, dude.
Yeah, the only thing is that
mine pokes out a lot more than this,
yeah.
but I have like the New Edge A-arms and New Edge spindles and everything, which I wanted that because I want to run like a lot of negative camber.
Yeah, this one has
yeah, this looks perfect.
This has the New Edge, also the New Edge spindles.
Oh, okay, like the 9904s.
Yeah,
people always say like, oh, those stick out way too much.
Yeah,
I don't. They sit perfect.
You said in a video once that you put them on and you didn't have any issues.
Dude,
so
nothing,
I was just
man.
Like, all right, fuck it. If you said it,
I don't know why. That thing started like back like in the late 90s, early 2000s, when people were like, everything on the forums and stuff like, oh, it pokes out way too much. It's gonna look all funky. It's gonna poke out like an inch on each side. Like, nah, man.
Yeah, no, I saw that.
That's crazy. Nah, these look good right here. This looks perfect to me.
Yeah.
Some people would say like, oh, that pokes out way too much. It doesn't even poke out. It sits flush with it. That looks perfect to me.
Yeah, it's right.
The back, dude, right when I pulled up, it makes the car look like so small, but like aggressively stanced, if that makes sense. Like, when you see it on the driveway, it's like, damn, it looks so compact and small, but it's like because of the wheels and how they're like tucked in perfectly. Yeah. And then the exhaust. I think that's the best part of the IRS, being able to run that exhaust.
Yeah, that's what sold me. I remember when I was when I first was getting into it and I saw these with the IRS, I was like, damn,
Dude, and then have you got to like really drive it and stuff with like really enjoy the IRS like that or
Not
no?
really, because I was kind of sketched out to drive it because of the way
The way it was mounted?
Yeah.
Did you like start mounting it up and then they finished it up or?
No, I didn't even. When I took it to him, it still had the 4-banger
rear end?
Yeah. So,
Oh, so you brought them all the IRS stuff?
Yeah.
And you threw the IRS in their stock or did you replace any of the bushings or anything like that?
I have the bushings, but I didn't replace them.
Like those Poly or Delrin ones or whatever?
It's called a full tilt buggy.
Oh, okay. You want me to take those? I mean, if
Yeah, you put them on.
part of LA, I don't even know where we are. Somebody tell me if you're from out here. Target, Lowe's, David's Bridal, Coupe. Oh. Just had a very healthy meal of McDonald's. What'd you eat, Julio? Big Mac? But I got it tied up on all four corners to the K member here. Hopefully I'll post this video by the beginning of next week. Today is Saturday. About to hit the road right now. It is currently freezing out here. We're in Avenal. It is about 2 in the morning. Got another 2 hours to get home. This was supposed to be a quick trip where I was gonna make it back home at like 9 p.m. Yeah, that didn't happen. And he's basically had issues with it since he got the car back. I'm gonna just show you guys a little bit before and after. It's always important, man, to do a little bit of research before you take it. Today, it's a Gen 1 3650 Dakota gauges. It's gonna have AC. We didn't want to do a wire tuck. He painted the engine bay. Originally the car was red, but he's gonna go back to red now because he got it painted blue, and then it went to white, and then having issues with all these shops that don't come through and paint shops. So yeah, this car was a 4-cylinder. I did full suspension on it. I think there might be videos on the channel of it. It was red, had a couple little dings and dents and stuff, and then he got it painted blue, then white. Now he's going back to the red like I originally told him to. Hey, don't listen to me though. Anyway, yeah, I'll get back to this one. This is my son's 93. Still working on this. It's been on pause for a while. I haven't had time. Pro charger on the 93. You guys have seen this one more than a few times. There's a Pro charger on it. We ended up taking it off. For example, look at that ground right there. I try to start up the car. That's a ground that's going straight to a plastic fuse box. The only point of contact where that ground wire right there, which is one of the main ground wires for the harness, is making contact with metal or with the frame, is literally the threads on the screw that are going through that little sheet metal piece. It's super thin. Didn't remove paint. They didn't grind it down to remove paint. It's literally sitting on plastic. How are you gonna have a good ground from there? I hope you guys can see that. I know for a fact it needs more grounds, or at least the grounds need to be cleaned up and need to be reworked. Let me get on the other side. Exactly how the car is right now, the exact way you see it now, I hope I don't ruin this video with this light, but the exact way you see it now is the exact way it was when he got it back from the shop. So everything you see right here is exactly how he got it. And again, I'm trying to show you guys something, man. Sometimes you probably do way better work than the shop you're gonna take it to. So just try to do it on your own, man. There's a lot of videos out there. I've made a lot of videos to where you guys could do this stuff on your own. That power cable right there that's all rolled up, I sold this dude, owner of the car, I sold him that battery relocation kit. And I gave him a diagram of exactly how you're supposed to run it. He gave it to the shop. They did it, but they ran it on the wrong side. They ran it on the driver's side. It's supposed to be on the passenger side. And you should not have any amount of slack that is that big. Like, there's no way it should have that much slack. I sell the kit with a maxi fuse in there, with all the power cables you're gonna need for everything in the car, with the battery box, everything, terminals, everything's already ready to go. All you gotta do is plug it in. That solenoid, you don't need to use that solenoid. I don't know why it's in there. You don't need that starter solenoid there. You can remove that completely. It's absolutely useless. There's no need for that. I include a power stud. If you need a junction point where you want to hook up all your power cables and stuff, that's why I include that. That's why I include, that power stud over here, so you can plug in your, your battery. Your power cables to your power windows, power locks, headlights, turn signal, all that stuff. It's gonna hook up to there. because obviously you need to keep the driver's side Foxbody harness in place. All this, like I said, that's all exactly how it came. This is like the 99 to 04 Hydro Boost. It works. I personally don't use that one just because I already know all the part numbers and the fitting sizes and everything to the 96 to 98. Other than that, you can use it. It's not a problem. I don't have a problem with that in there. That's fine. I just prefer to use the other ones just because I know all the part numbers and stuff. We're also gonna add AC. I sold them an AC kit. Literally plug and play. You just hook it up like a stock Foxbody and then you'll have AC. These sway bar brackets. So he ran oil filter relocation kit. I don't know how much they are. I think they're like 300 bucks or something like that. Maybe a little bit less than 300 bucks. You don't have to do that. You could just, the brackets are way cheaper. Go to the junkyard, get you some brackets, and you don't have to relocate the oil filter. You're good. What else? He's got pulley driven power steering, which is cool. I like that way better than the Volvo, but the Volvo is obviously a lot cheaper. This is part of the kit that I sold him. This is my first time kind of really being under here. The wiring looks pretty bad. I don't know about all that. Like, this is not terrible, but I don't like all this stuff just hanging kind of. Oh, wow, I didn't even notice that. Oh, okay, yeah, he did say it was leaking power steering fluid too. Let's see if we can see why. Let's see. Dude, hopefully this is not getting hecka blurry. Oh, okay, I see it's pinched right here. You guys see that? Can you see that? It's all pinched right there. Damn, these spider webs and mosquitoes are going crazy. Yeah, so it's pinched right there. And then it's, I can't see what the camera's looking at, so hopefully you guys can see it. It's pinched right there. It's, my bad, dude, I'm over here on my back. It's pinched right there, and then, it looks like, I don't know, we'll have to figure that out. But yeah, you don't need to run a relocation, oil filter relocation. It does make it a lot easier. It looks better over there, but it's not necessary. If you don't want to spend the extra money, it's really not necessary. You can just get the correct sway bar brackets and you'll be good. This one's melted right here. Oh, it might be why it doesn't want to start. That wire, this cable's melted right here. What is this, a ground? Yeah, ground wire. Again, no paint removed, just straight onto the paint. It goes here. Anyway, always remember it like a triangle. From the battery, there you got the battery, the block, and the frame. Battery, negative battery terminal to the block, from the block to the frame, and then from the frame to the battery. If you complete that triangle at least once, then you shouldn't have any ground issues. The rack is hitting the oil pan as well. And it has the offset rack bushings. That's weird. Hold up. This, oh wow. Okay, so yeah, motor mount bolts are completely loose. Like I said, I haven't really dug into it. So whatever you guys are seeing with me right now is what I see. They got a little heat shield, or they wrapped the starter in that little heat stuff, that little gold one. That's good. Oh damn, this, oh no, that probably might be it. This power cable's literally resting on the header. That one's kind of melted right there where it's kind of resting on the header there. It could be that it, you know, the fuse of the relay did exactly what it was supposed to do, and it burned out before, or it popped the relay before it caused any serious damage, or it started a fire or anything like that. That could be the reason it doesn't want to start. Oh yeah, and then it's loose too. So yeah, I'm kind of glad it didn't start now. Look at that, the O2 sensor harness is resting on the headers as well. The harness on the transmission, what is that, like the revert? I don't know what harness that is, but excuse me. He's got a T56 also. That's melted right there. This bolt is not all the way down. I could tell because there's space behind that washer. So that bolt's probably it's either stripped or bottomed out or something before it made it to contact the IRS upper bracket thing. let's see. Here, you can, what some people do is they'll weld a bracket to the IRS bracket. This bracket is removable here. This is where the upper portion of it goes. And then you can usually you can remove the quad shock bracket. It has 2 bolts here, and then it'll have 1 stud on like a solid rear axle Foxbody. The 4 cylinders don't come with it because they don't come with quad shocks, but the V8s will have it. It'll have the holes and stuff on the 4 cylinders, but it won't come with the bracket, with the stud. My bad, there's hella mosquitoes out here. And you can usually bolt one of them up to where the quad shock mounting bracket is, and then you could put this upper IRS bracket here thing on there. You can use that one to kind of give you a guide point to where you can straighten it out, and then people will put they'll weld the bracket up going up like this, and then they'll weld it to this, and then you can either weld it there, or maybe put a, you know, if you want to be a little bit more fancy and be able to remove. I've seen there's a video on YouTube that's really old. They were doing a black LX convertible, I think, and they did IRS. They did a pretty good job. They cut it open, and then they welded a nut on the inside with the washer on it and stuff, and it looked really good. They did a really good job on that install. It'll give you a lot of ideas. But here, I guess what they wanted to do was put a bracket on here and then weld it, but the gap was way too big. Maybe they thought, you know what, let's just cut it off. It doesn't look good. They started cutting it off and then said, we'll just leave it there. And then they just left it there. I don't know why that's there. But, yeah, so this is a way too big of a gap here. You can probably put a plate right there. There's another mounting location here that comes stock on the Cobras. It'll have like the holes there, threaded holes right there to bolt it up. Here, basically the only thing holding it is this bolt here. That's it. Nothing else is holding it in place besides this. On the upper portion at least. And see, he's got some Maxim Motorsports coilovers, some Ibach coilovers. He gave me the full tilt boogie racing, I think it's the Delrin bushing kit. Here's some more grounds here. Okay, this is the fuel pump one. Some electrical tape on there. It looks great. This is the starter request wire right here. Starter motor request, they label it. I don't know why you wouldn't just use this one. You can just literally tap this one into the, I believe it's pink and white on the steering column, and that's it. You're good to go. That's it. Nothing else. You don't have to run it to a solenoid. You don't have to do any of that stuff. You don't need to use a stock Foxbody solenoid. On one of the cars I used it because why did I use it? There was a reason why I used it, but I used it as a junction point as well. And then yeah, so normally you would just tap this wire into that white and pink wire, I believe it is, a thinner one on the steering column. It's on one of my videos. And that's it. And you gotta, that's it, nothing else. This already is protected by a relay, a fuse, one of those other, like, it's protected already. There's no reason to not use this. You're not saving anything by doing this. You're not making anything better by not using this. Like, use it. It's there, use it. It's got a relay to it in the fuse box. It's got a fuse and all that good stuff. Like, use it. This thing, it's basically like a neutral safety switch. Or not a neutral safety switch, but a clutch bottom thing. It basically makes sure that you're got the clutch pressed in when you start it. The trigger wire. Yeah, this is, see, that's the problem with running the control pack on the driver's side. You end up with all these things that are just not long enough. If you're running it on the driver's side like they did here, then I'm sure you're going to have to extend some things, or things are just not going to, you know, they're not going to reach correctly. They're not going to fit correctly. It's just not going to look right. It's not going to work correctly, honestly. So if you run it on the passenger side, like you're supposed to, then everything will line up perfectly fine. The only thing I've ever had to extend is, and that was only like on 1 or 2 cars, was the, I think it was on my car too, is the electric pedal harness. It didn't reach. I had to extend it like maybe like a foot and a half maybe, and then it was able to reach the electric pedal. Right now, I think the best thing to do is going to be take out the control pack, take out all the power cables, take everything out of it as far as the wiring besides the stock Foxbody wiring stuff, and then just redo it. I'm gonna pull out probably all the wiring that has to do with the gauges as well, because they don't work correctly. The speedometer gauge doesn't work, the voltage gauge doesn't work, and a couple other things. So I'm gonna yank all that stuff out, and then I'm gonna take out the control pack, obviously, the power cables and all that, and then rewire the whole thing. And then after that, once it's running, driving, starting correctly, then we will address the other stuff that it has, like the IRS, subframe connectors,